And I have a great story, and it takes a little bit of time, and then we'll get into the next song, but it's a story I have to tell you because I was thinking about it today. Back in the 90s, late 90s, I was playing in San Francisco where I live, and we sold out a place called,
Warfield.
Nope, we sold out Café du Nord, and the way that Café du Nord worked was that it was a really small stage in the back of this room, and the room was like, anyway, so the opening act was this friend of mine, and he wanted to use the real piano. So I said, he said, can I use the piano? I said, sure. And I had a band. And so I said to the sound guy at the time, can I pull the piano out? He said, if the piano comes out, it stays out. And I was like, I'm a fairly confrontational human being. I didn't say anything. What the hell? I didn't say it. I didn't do anything. It's all good. It's all good. So anyway, but at this time I was sort of like, I didn't have a tour manager, I didn't really have a label, anything, so we sold out the room, but this kid was like the only way the show was going to sound good. And I said to him, I said, man, we got to push the fucking piano back. The bass player's going to be sitting on it if we, and he's like, fuck you, don't push the piano back. And I was like, okay, man. And I kind of seethed, and I was like, we'll leave the fucking piano out. And we played the whole set with this piano in the middle that we weren't using. And so anyway, long story longer, about 5 years later, I come to play a show at the Bowery. I think it was like 2002. And I come in, and I'm like, this is when I was in a rental car by myself, you know, with my own merch. And I come in, and I was like, I put my shit down on the stage, and I look up, and I'm like, hey, at the monitor guy. And it's this fucking dude from San Francisco. And so I'm looking at him, and I don't think he recognizes me. He is evil is easy to recognize. So I look up, and I go like this.
That wasn't nice.
So I start to, so I go, it's cool, I'm not gonna say anything. And we sound check, and he's like, you good, man? And I was like, all good, man. So I go upstairs, awaiting the doors. And pre-show, I feel like we're close. I can tell you that I like to poop. We all like to poop, but sometimes it's a really calming experience. Sometimes it's not. I know you know what I'm saying. But this particular time I was like, I have to poop, this has to happen. So I pooped, I flushed the toilet, I washed my hands, I left, I shut the door to the bathroom, and I'm sitting in the area of the backstage. And all of a sudden, let's see if I can recreate it. Up the stairs. Running up the stairs. Opens the door. Fucking dude goes, it's raining in Monitor World! And he runs in and he opens the door to the bathroom and it has overflowed. Onto the floor. And the way the floor works, so, okay, full disclosure. I saw it overflow. But there was nothing to unplunge it with, and I'll be damned if I'm going in with a hand. Maybe if it was at home, maybe if somebody's life was at stake. But this situation was just fun. Fun and games. So I shut the door and pretended not to know. That dude comes running up and he goes, there's some other dude. It's raining in Monitor World. Pushes open the bathroom door and all the water that had been on the floor is gone. It's gone because it has soaked through. And I come walking down the stairs and I look up at the Monitor World where the dude is and he's mopping up the monitor desk with a wet towel. And I was like, oh, revenge. Sweet karmic revenge. So that's my story for you tonight. When all seems darkest, remember you always have shit water.